Across hundreds of broadcast episodes, this man always appeared with a million-dollar smile, delivering life-changing dreams to countless families.
I get it. That's the millionaire fever. You got money, you want it all.
But behind the vibrant outfits and a body covered in tattoos lay a suffocating darkness.
A lot of pain, trauma, beauty. All of it went into this house tonight.
From shocking legal filings and the collapse of a multi-million-dollar estate to a long downward spiral into darkness.
I had a really bad breakup, a very long relationship, bad breakup, super toxic.
At age 53, the anchor face of HGTV finally broke his silence to expose his deepest hidden corners.
With all of the drama, the house, the stress, the insurance claims, and bleeding money, I just had to keep busy.
What truly pushed this television icon to the brink of collapse before he found himself again. The year 2015 marked a dark turning point in David Bromstad's personal life, when his 11-year relationship with Jeffrey Glasgow officially fell apart. This breakup did not end smoothly, quickly devolving into a bitter confrontation. Immediately after ending the romantic relationship, Jeffrey Glasgow decided to resign from his management position at Bromstad Studio. The former police officer severing all contact threw their years-long business partnership into complete paralysis. Tensions peaked in late 2015 when Jeffrey officially filed a civil lawsuit in Florida state court. The legal filing quickly drew the attention of entertainment media due to demands for the division of a massive fortune. In the lawsuit, Jeffrey Glasgow claimed that a de facto same-sex marriage agreement existed between them. The plaintiff demanded that the court compel David to pay financial damages and grant shared ownership of assets accumulated over more than a decade. The most shocking allegation in the filing targeted the HGTV star's personal life directly. Jeffrey accused David of secretly draining their joint accounts starting in 2010 without his partner's consent. According to documents filed with the court, the joint funds were allegedly used to support illicit habits and an unhealthy lifestyle. The allegations also emphasize that David continuously spent large sums of money on illicit substances and illicit escort services. Facing these public attacks on his honor, David Bromstad's legal team immediately delivered a forceful legal response. The defense affirmed that the accusations were completely fabricated for financial gain following the breakup. David's legal representative publicly stated to the press, "These allegations are entirely baseless and represent a desperate attempt by an individual to destroy his reputation and profit financially after the romantic relationship ended." Following a thorough review of the case files, the presiding judge delivered a decisive ruling. The court dismissed Jeffrey Glasgow's entire lawsuit due to a lack of legal grounds, affirming a complete victory for David Bromstad. Although he secured an absolute victory on the legal front, this ordeal still left a severely tarnished reputation. The public began to question the hidden reality of the television star's true lifestyle behind the scenes. Right in the eye of the 2015 storm, HGTV decided to premiere a brand new show titled My Lottery Dream Home. David Bromstad was entrusted with hosting the series, guiding jackpot winners on their quest for the perfect dream home. Surrounded by overwhelming public scrutiny, David adopted a strategy of absolute media silence regarding the litigation. He refrained from engaging in any press disputes, channeling his full focus into filming the first episodes. Defeating the lawsuit in court was one thing, but healing a shattered spirit was another. Before his old wounds could heal, a tragedy striking David's most valuable asset plunged him into the darkest abyss of his life. The secret downward spiral. After nearly a decade of helping hundreds of lottery millionaires find their ideal living spaces in 2021, David Bromstad decided to invest in himself. He spent a large sum of money to purchase a classic Tudor-style mansion in Winter Park, a suburb of Orlando. This real estate held profound significance for the veteran host after years of living in rented apartments. David hoped to turn this place into a truly peaceful sanctuary, where he could completely shed his television stardom to reclaim his balance. But the plan to settle down quickly turned into a nightmare when a violent tropical storm swept across Florida. The newly purchased mansion, not even fully completed, suffered severe flooding, while the vintage tile roof system was torn apart, allowing rainwater to flood in and destroy the entire structural framework. The natural disaster triggered a toxic mold outbreak throughout the rooms, directly threatening living safety. Experts were forced to make a harsh decision: demolish all the expensive interior furnishings, stripping the building down to nothing but bare wooden structural beams. A rebuilding process expected to last only a few months turned into a 4-year standoff from 2020 to 2024. David repeatedly had to confront complicated insurance claim procedures, skyrocketing material costs, and stalled construction contractors. Faced with the devastation of his passion project, David tried to find solace by throwing himself into non-stop work. He turned his grueling filming schedule and passion for interior design into a solid shield to escape the crumbling reality before his eyes. Still, the isolation within 4 crumbling brick walls, coupled with a massive financial burden, pushed David's psyche into a state of exhaustion. Nighttime panic attacks began occurring with increasing frequency, turning his dream home into a symbol of failure and impasse. To soothe prolonged psychological crises and the invisible pressure of work, David began spiraling into substance dependency. Seeking a temporary sense of escape quietly eroded both the physical stamina and mental spirit of the HGTV design star. Realizing he stood on the brink of self-destruction, David chose to confront his inner darkness directly rather than continue evading it. He proactively sought professional medical intervention and participated in rehabilitation programs alongside top psychological experts. The milestone marking his most powerful transformation occurred in August 2023 during a solo healing journey in Norway. Here, David resolved to face his chronic fear of heights by conquering the steep summit of Reinebringen in the Lofoten archipelago on his own. After hours of hiking up sheer stone steps under harsh weather conditions, David reached the mountain peak. The moment he looked out over the majestic fjord, he burst into tears in an emotional release after years of suppression. Right on the mountain peak, David shared a photo marking this life-turning milestone alongside an emotional statement. "It feels so incredible to be present, clear-headed, and living the life I was always meant to live." Entering 2024, the Orlando mansion gradually reached structural completion in tandem with David's sustained psychological recovery. Perseverance not only helped him salvage an architectural structure, but also redeemed his own exhausted soul after years of turmoil. After years of hiding behind the haze of fame and silent internal battles, David Bromstad entered his 53rd year with nothing left to hide. The naked truth. In late 2025 and early 2026, HGTV officially aired a special documentary episode titled David's Happy Ending. The program quickly drew millions of views by publicly revealing for the first time the entire arduous 4-year rebuilding process of the Orlando mansion. The authentic footage laid bare the ruined state of the estate after the storm, from piles of moldy rubble to a fully finished, vibrant living space. This was not merely an ordinary home renovation project, but a symbolic journey of rebirth for David's own life. Instead of focusing solely on technical elements and architectural aesthetics, the episode paved the way for a series of shocking disclosures about his personal life. On this occasion, the veteran host decided to directly face the questions that the public had been asking for years. In exclusive interviews with 2 reputable magazines, People and TV insider David Bromstad broke a decade-long silence for the first time. He candidly admitted that he had gone through a period of severe psychological crisis and fallen into substance abuse, Appearing on a talk show with his close friend Ross Matthews, David continued to open his heart about the invisible pressures behind television fame. He confirmed that the rumors and suspicions long held by viewers regarding the hidden side of his lifestyle were entirely true. The host admitted that his radiant smile and explosive energy in front of the camera had once been a meticulously built defense mechanism. It was a perfect mask that helped him conceal deep-seated trauma following the 2015 lawsuit and the loneliness in his life. Sharing the truth behind his flawless television persona, David confided to People, "I used a smile to protect myself from the world, because if I stopped and admitted the breakdown, I was afraid that I would never be able to get back up again." This sincere confession cleared away years of speculation, receiving profound empathy from countless viewers and industry professionals. The public came to realize that the man who always handed out dreams to others had also struggled through his own nightmare. Turning 53, David Bromstad has re-established a solid life foundation, both financially and mentally. His net worth accumulated after 2 decades dedicated to television is estimated at around $5 million USD, standing as proof of his solid standing in the entertainment industry. The Tudor-style mansion in Winter Park, following 4 years of disruption, is now officially finished, becoming an artistic space carrying his distinct personal mark. It currently serves as a true haven of peace, where David finds quiet after stressful hours on the studio set. In his love life, the HGTV star chooses to remain single to focus fully on mental health care. He no longer seeks compensation from fleeting relationships, prioritizing the maintenance of sobriety and self-love instead. David's physical appearance in his 50s has also become a subject of great interest, with his body covered in artistic tattoos. From nostalgic Disney animated characters and proud rainbow colors to symbols honoring his family, all carry profound meaning. The freedom and serenity at age 53 are not an accidental gift of fate, but were bought with a long, scar-filled journey. Before putting on television's million-dollar mask, David Bromstad once began his life from absolute zero. The fall from the Disney dream. David Bromstad was born on August 17, 1973, in the small town of Cokato, Minnesota, the youngest of 4 children. From his years attending Wayzata High School, this teenager had already displayed a special passion for painting. Nurturing an aspiration to become an animator for Walt Disney, David decided to leave his hometown to study at the Ringling College of Art and Design in Sarasota, Florida. This institution was regarded as a prestigious cradle dedicated to training top fine art talents. After graduating with a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree, David officially joined the Disney Corporation in Orlando. Instead of sitting at an animation desk, as he had passionately dreamed in his youth, he was only assigned the duties of an ordinary visual display worker. The monotony and repetition of the job soon made David realize the harsh reality far removed from his initial expectations. He once recalled the feeling of disillusionment at that time. "I always yearned to create magical stories with my drawings, but the reality of the work turned me into just a small cog." Seeking an opportunity to showcase his sculpting and design abilities, David requested a transfer to the theme park props and sculpture department. Here, he had to face long work shifts and an immensely heavy manual labor workload inside a dusty workshop. An unfavorable turning point struck when Disney executed a large-scale workforce reduction, abruptly leaving David unemployed. Losing his only steady source of income, he decided to take a gamble by establishing his own design and prop production company. David's fledgling business focused on children's room decoration and fine art furniture fabrication for luxury model homes. Thanks to his innate talent, the interior creations he crafted quickly earned praise from numerous real estate developers. Still, artistic talent could not make up for a severe deficit in business management skills and cash flow control. David continually took on large orders, with production costs exceeding the budget leading to persistent and irreparable financial losses. By 2005, his design company officially went bankrupt, leaving behind heavy credit card debts and loans. David's bank account swiftly dropped to a flat zero, forcing him to stay with friends just to get by day to day. The financial collapse in his early 30s plunged the young designer into a state of psychological crisis and complete disorientation. The feeling of helplessness from losing every accumulated asset once made him contemplate permanently abandoning his artistic path to seek a regular job. Speaking about the darkest phase of his life, David later confided on television, "I hit the absolute bottom of despair when my account didn't have a single penny left. Debts surrounded me, and I had absolutely no idea how I was going to survive tomorrow." In the midst of the deepest impasse, a close friend working in the design industry spotted a casting call for the reality television show HGTV Design Star. Recognizing David's latent potential, this friend adamantly urged him to apply, in search of a life-changing opportunity. A brilliant victory on that reality show transformed a homeless man into HGTV's brightest star overnight. But along with the new glamour, a relationship spanning over a decade also began entering suffocating undercurrents. The 11-year undercurrent. In the summer of 2006, the inaugural season of HGTV Design Star created a television sensation by announcing an overwhelming victory for David Bromstad. With his unique fine art talent and charismatic personality, he surpassed 9 formidable competitors to claim the grand prize. The reward for the champion title included a brand new car and a $1 million contract to produce an exclusive television show. This was the perfect launchpad, propelling the once unemployed artist straight into the ranks of HGTV's most valuable personalities. Shortly thereafter, the series Color Splash officially debuted to audiences and quickly became a television phenomenon in living space renovation. Airing continuously across 8 seasons in Miami and San Francisco, the show made a profound mark thanks to an explosive, colorful design style, lively energy, a natural hosting style, and unconventional color coordination. Thinking helped David earn the media moniker the Prince of HGTV. His name continually dominated primetime slots, pushing viewership ratings to record-breaking levels nationwide. Alongside his artistic success, David also became the center of media attention by publicly coming out with his personal identity. This decision made him one of the first LGBTQ+ hosts to hold an anchor role on American family television. His courage and positive influence helped David gain recognition from the prestigious Out magazine on its Out 100 list. This was a tremendous recognition for figures with outstanding cultural contributions, firmly solidifying his trailblazing status in the entertainment industry. Still, the pioneer title also came with an enormously terrible invisible psychological burden. The network and audiences constantly expected him to maintain the image of a radiant man full of positive energy in every single moment on camera. Any sign of fatigue, stress, or psychological instability was seen as taboo for a mainstream entertainment icon. David was forced to suppress all personal pressures to perfectly play the role of a flawless expert, bringing joy and inspiration to millions of families. Amid the storms of surrounding fame, David Bromstad's greatest anchor at that time was his discreet romantic relationship with Jeffrey Glasgow. Their bond began on Valentine's Day, February 14, 2004, at a social mixer in the city of Orlando. When they met, David was still an artist struggling to find his footing, while Jeffrey was serving in the police force as an officer. Jeffrey's calm, discipline, and practical experience became a solid pillar of support for David through his hardest years. As David's career soared after 2006, Jeffrey decided to leave law enforcement to wholeheartedly support his partner. He officially took on the role of operations manager for the interior design firm Bromstad Studio, directly handling commercial contracts and finances. Sharing about his silent partner during this period, David once proudly affirmed, "Jeffrey is not only the life partner who stood by me when I had nothing, but also the strategic brain behind the success of the design brand that bears my name." For over a decade, the two built the image of an exemplary couple standing by each other from humble beginnings to the peak of million-dollar fame. They built an enterprise together, appeared at charity events, and established absolute trust with the public. Still behind that facade of perfect happiness, undercurrents began smoldering from disparities in lifestyle and the pressures of work. Conflicts quietly accumulated around the division of financial management, responsibilities, and personal life directions. Disagreements deepened as grueling filming schedules pulled David away from home for extended periods. The 11-year bond, once regarded as an enduring symbol, began cracking severely from the inside, entirely unbeknownst to the media. What do you think about this belated but courageous confession from the host of My Lottery Dream Home? Does the hidden side behind that million-dollar smile change your perspective on flawless personas on television? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss upcoming exclusive investigations. Thank you for taking the time to watch.